everybody. How you doing? Happy Easter Monday. Is it today? Why does that always move around? I don't know. We're going to be doing an emergency show today on Donna, Adelson, and Charlie something. Yeah. We got to plug in that microphone. We got to plug in that microphone all day. Okay, welcome to the show. And who is Donna? Well, she's a murderer. From Florida. She killed Dan. Yeah, she killed Dan. Fuck, I cannot fucking... Hang on a second. Motherfucker.
I want to talk a little bit about your sister, Wendy. As adults, before she married Professor Markel, how often would you talk with her?
I'd call my sister, I'd say about every 10 days or so we'd talk. I'd call her, but she was busy and she wasn't real good with the phone. So I would call her and she would always take a day or two to call me back. I spoke to her half the time when I called. Half the time she didn't pick up.
How often would you see her, again, pre-marriage? How often would you see your sister?
Not a lot. In 1995, I left to go to college. In 97, she left to go to college up in Boston. So it was pretty much, I would say, holidays, like every 3-4 months. You know.
Yeah, I really didn't know her. So there's no way I would do a murder for her.
Thanksgiving, Christmas time, sometimes during the summer. So maybe 3-4 times a year I see her.
There came a time when Wendy started dating Professor Markel, right?
Yes.
Okay. Do you remember when you first met him?
Hey, we've got something very special in the Metrix studio today for our emergencies show. Why is it an emergency? Well, that evil electricity company has just shut off the power. Motherfucker. Great. Usually they limit it for like 6 weeks, which they have. But the good news is we've got a special wall of stars. Wall of stars. So all of those kind people that like to buy us coffees don't. All those all those nice people that like to leave super chats don't. Head over to PayPal and get your name on the wall of stars. What is a star? Electricity. What don't we have? Power. What does that mean? We cannot do a show. I'm going to be doing a show for as long as possible as this battery lasts. And then I'm going to go and have to sit in the fucking Burger King for like 4 hours. Okay. Wall of Stars, PayPal, link in the description. You know what to do.
I do. I think he was in town, and I remember all of us going out to lunch. I think we went to a deli.
What did you think of him?
I thought he was a nice guy. I mean, he kind of seemed like all my other sister's boyfriends.
What did I think of him? Well, what did I think of him? Little on the nerdy. Nice guy. Oh my God, Charlie, you're so convincing.
He's had in the past. I've never really had much in common with him. And he kind of seemed like the rest of them, but that was pretty much it.
Now, after they got married, what was your relationship with what was your relationship like with Professor Markel?
It was the same as before they got married. I mean, we texted each other on our birthdays. I don't think we ever really called each other or hung out. I mean, I would just see him when he came over to the house.
You think Charlie woke up every October, what is it? 23rd? I don't know. No. Anyway, someday in October, Charlie Adelson would wake up and go, "Oh, today is the day. Another year of progress in the life of Dan Markel. I must send him a text." I don't think so. I'd love to see evidence of those texts.
House with my sister.
And how often would you see him and your sister?
I would say twice a year, maybe, or roughly around there, maybe 3 times a year.
In the years that Professor Markel and your sister were married and living in Tallahassee, how often did you come to Tallahassee?
I'd only been to Tallahassee. I was there twice, I believe, when her children were born. And then once when I was working in Alabama. I had a research fellowship, and I was passing through Tallahassee. I spent the night with them, and I saw them that time too.
When Professor Markel and your sister were married, did you still communicate with your sister about the same amount of time?
It may have been a little less, because I remember when she had kids, I mean, she had even less time. So I probably spoke to her. I'd call her, and then probably more times than not, she didn't pick up the phone. And then I'd get a call back a couple days later. So it was pretty similar.
Did there come a time when you became aware that Wendy and Professor Markel were having marital issues?
Yes.
What did you learn?
I took my sister out to dinner when she had come to town, and we went to the melting pot. And I remember her telling me that they were having issues, and it was pretty serious.
The melting pot. Okay. To anybody who thinks it's a good idea to go to a restaurant that specializes in fondue, have a word with yourself. Okay? It's not 17th century Switzerland. No one has cuckoo clocks anymore. Yodels are out of fashion, and lederhosen haven't been trendy since 1901.
Did she tell you that they were going through marriage counseling?
Yeah, that's when I found out, and because that's what I was going to say, is like, have you tried to work things out? And that's when I found out that they had been in counseling for 6 months. I didn't know about it before.
Now, what were some of the issues, if you remember, that she told you they were having?
He was becoming very, very religious. There was becoming issues with diet and how she was cooking in the house. She wasn't really respectful he wasn't really respectful of her career. He would belittle her. He obviously seemed like he lost his eye for her, and she seemed like she'd lost his eye for him, and she wasn't happy.
Now, did she complain about violence or danger or anything like that?
Never.
Did she complain that he was not a good father?
No, he was very attentive to his sons.
Did you learn at some point that your sister was going to file for divorce?
I did.
And when you heard that she was going to file for divorce, how did you feel?
I felt bad for her. I mean, she was sad. I mean, no one goes to get married to get divorced. But she seemed like she spent 6 months in therapy with him, and it didn't change anything how she felt, and he didn't change how he was.
Hey, Charlie, what was the name of the therapist? Are there any, credit card receipts, marriage therapy showing up on bank statements? Anything? 6 months? 6 months they spent in therapy, did they? Okay. Show me one piece of proof that that ever happened. Even an indicator other than you saying it. Because it's a lie.
And I said, listen, the kids need to grow up in a happy household. Like, they can't have fighting. They can't have a miserable mom who's unhappy.
Can't have a miserable mom, can you, Charlie? Like, if your mom is so sad because Dan Markel is so difficult to kill. God, that'd be good, wouldn't it? Remake the Steven Seagal classic, Hard to Kill, but instead of Steven Seagal, it is Dan Markel. And instead of Aikido and Judo chop.
You need to have, the kids are better off growing up in two separate households where there's a positive environment instead of negative.
Did your sister...
Okay, that was a real good move of me not to put the fucking PayPal link in the description for the video. The good news is it is now there. The floodgates are open. Let the support wash in.
Seem angry to you?
No, she seems sad.
How involved were you with the divorce proceedings?
I wasn't really involved with the divorce proceedings on the day-to-day stuff. I would definitely hear stories, most of which would come from my mom when I'd be driving to work in the morning or driving home. I would hear the latest update of what's going on. But I would say probably 20% came from Wendy and 80% came from my mom.
How did...
Hey, Charlie, when you're driving to work in the morning or driving home at night, do you ever get tempted to, not call your mother? What is that? What is that? Okay, no shit, guys. We just checked PayPal. Get your name on the wall of stars. Get it on the wall of stars. Your name. Wall of stars. Go, go, go.
Did Wendy seem to you during the period when they were going through the divorce proceedings?
Extremely stressed. Very stressed out.
How did your mom seem?
She was upset because my sister was stressed, and it was almost like a telephone game. Like my sister would vent to my mom, then my mom would be venting to me.
In general, was your perception that the litigation was very litigious?
Yeah, I did learn that.
Fucking
he was
cunt!
Fighting over bicycles and
Fuck you!
all kinds of nonsense, and it seemed not to end.
Now, were there some big issues like relocation that were issues as well?
Yes.
Let's talk about relocation. Did there come a time that you learned that your sister filed a motion to try to relocate to South Florida?
I did.
And do you know why she wanted to relocate to South Florida?
Primarily, it was because she had no family in Tallahassee, and she had 2 young kids, and my parents lived in South Florida. I lived in Fort Lauderdale, and she wanted to be closer to family, and she had a better, more secure job for her career in South Florida.
How did you feel about the idea of your sister and the boys moving to South Florida?
I thought it would be great. I mean, I hadn't lived in the same town as her since 1995, so I thought it would be great to have her in town.
How important was it to you?
I mean, it wasn't real important to the point like I thought about it all the time, but I mean, if I thought about it, I'd be happy to have her back home.
How important was it to your mom and your dad?
Oh, to them it was very important. They wanted her to come back because she had no family in Tallahassee.
And what was your understanding of what Professor Markel thought about this relocation effort?
I knew he was against it, and he wanted her to stay in Tallahassee with him.
Did you learn at some point that the petition was denied for relocation?
Yeah.
And when it was denied, how did your mom feel about it?
My mom they were very disappointed. They were unhappy.
How about your sister?
She wasn't that disappointed, I guess, because she's a lawyer and she knows, what's the probability of something like this happening. And she said it was a long shot. She said she wasn't really expecting it, but it was worth it just to take a shot to see if it would happen.
Were you angry?
No. I mean, it didn't change anything in my life.
Now, we've seen some emails regarding converting the boys to Christianity. We've seen some pretty out there emails from your mom. Do you recall seeing those emails in this trial?
I do, yeah.
And do you recall whether you saw those emails when they were written, back when they were written?
Yeah, I would get forwarded to me all kinds of stuff, for sure.
Did you come up with any of those ideas?
No.
Now, on some of those emails, we'll see that you respond, "I like it." Why did you respond that way?
Well, my sister tried being really nice to Danny. It got her nowhere, and he was being really litigious, and he was looking to give her a hard time. And I thought that it was a way that she would go ahead and give him a hard time back and kind of push his buttons the way he was trying to push her buttons. So basically, if he's being a jerk to you, just be a jerk back and see if maybe he'll stop. So I didn't think any of those things she was actually ever going to follow through with, but I thought that it would really push his buttons, so I thought, why not give it a shot?
Now, I want to talk about the $1 million offer. Did you ever become aware of efforts by your family, including yourself,
Yes.
to offer Professor Markel money to allow your sister to relocate?
I did, yes.
And do you recall who came up with that idea?
It was my parents.
What were the terms of the offer? How much was it for?
The offer was for $1 million to have him move down south to South Florida with my sister and the boys, and that would afford him enough money that he could easily commute to his job in Tallahassee for the days that he worked, just the way senators in South Florida commute to Tallahassee all the time.
Do you think if Dan had been like, "Oh, yeah, no, that's great. Yeah, $1 million? Yeah, where do I sign? Okay, you take my children, and I will live in the airport forever." Yeah. Okay, they, as Donna said in her email, they were going to start with a figure much, much lower than $1 million. She stated that they were going to go up to. We're thinking about us going as high as $1 million. Obviously, we started a lot lower. But whatever they would have paid him, they'd have got that back and more by saying, well, you'll have to pay for the piano lessons and the tennis lessons and the Donna Klein Academy in Boca Raton, because that's where they need to go. Yeah, this $1 million offer was bullshit from the beginning. Just fucking ridiculous. It spells out the desperation of getting anything that they can call a win and feel legitimate about, right?
And that was the idea behind it.
Now, how were you involved in this idea?
Not super involved, but I definitely said to my parents, I said, I will help, and I will pay a third of that $1 million. And when Wendy one day starts making real money, and she's able to, I want to be paid back.
At this point in time, were you making more money than your parents?
I was, yes.
Did you or your family ever speak with an attorney about the legality of this offer?
I didn't, but I know they wanted to run it by an attorney. I think they used Gary Cohn to run it by.
Do you know if the offer was ever made?
As I sit here today, I know that the offer was never made. But back when the offer I thought it was made and it thought it was turned down.
Did you, Charlie, you like to talk a lot, right?
Yeah, I didn't realize how much I talk until I listened to all those tapes, and evidently I do.
Evidently.
I knew I liked to talk, but didn't realize how much.
Charlie, there's liking to talk, which usually means having a conversation. Now, talking, and in Charlie Adelson's case, and having a conversation are not the same thing. A conversation involves two people exchanging words. What Charlie likes to do is be listened to, or at least heard. If you don't know the difference between those two, check out what Wesley Snipes has to say about white people listening to Jimi Hendrix in the movie White Men Can't Jump.
When you got involved in this $1 million offer, would you talk about it with others?
Yes.
How would it come up?
It would come up when people would say, doesn't your sister want to move back home? How's she doing? And I said, yeah, no, she...
How would it come up? Well, it would come up. I would bring up the $1 million offer any time that I wanted to appear like a big shot with a load of money that could buy his way out of anything. That's when it would come up. So yeah, frequently. I would say high frequency to constant, almost constant.
Definitely wants to move back home. We tried everything we could. Like, we even offered $1 million to Dan to see if he would move down with her, and it didn't work.
Yeah,
He turned it down.
We were reasonable. We tried. He wouldn't listen. He's like anybody in Tallahassee. They don't listen. They just do. They just go. They don't think. They just do. The funny thing is, I know exactly what she means, right? Not about Tallahassee in my own personal experience, but I could think of some towns in England that are just like that.
Now, did you ever talk with Katherine Magbanua? And we'll talk a lot about her in a little bit. But did you ever talk with Katherine Magbanua about that $1 million offer?
Yes, I did.
And
yes,
what
I
do you
did.
remember
One of the
telling
greatest
her?
regrets of my
Same.
life. Yes, I did. I mentioned the $1 million offer in front of Katie Magbanua, and then I saw her eyes. They lit up. Dollar signs were shining from her irises, and I didn't know what that meant. But looking back, I should have never said that in front of an associate of any Latin king. And if I'd have known.
I think I told everybody else is it came up when she was asking me about, doesn't your sister want to move back home? And I said, yeah. I said, we tried everything we could. We even offered Danny $1 million to move back to South Florida, and it didn't work. It's the same thing I said to her as what I said to a bunch of people.
How did she respond?
She was like, wow, that's a lot of money. She's like, you got to take out a loan for that? And I said, no, I got cash. I can pay for it.
Okay. Now let's talk about...
Really? Because how I remember it is, your mother brought the money round to you. Like an allowance. And she'd washed it, just like she washed all of Lincoln's clothes for camp. Remember that thing about the special socks? I've got to get these certain kind of socks for Lincoln to go to camp, and his new luggage will be delivered. We have a Louis Vuitton valise, what other types of luggage are there? Obviously suitcase, but you're not an Adelson if you refer to your luggage as a suitcase. That is for the likes of Sarah Boone. We have a valise and what else is there? Posh names for luggage bags. Let's go wild in the chat. And also, let's go wild on the wall of stars and get that electricity humming again.
Gifts to your sister during her divorce. In general, did you provide any financial assistance to Wendy during the divorce?
No, she never asked, and I never gave her any money.
Did you pay for her lawyers?
Never.
Now, did you give her any gifts? And let's just start with the broad question, and then we'll break it down. Did you give her any gifts?
Yes, I've given her gifts to her divorce.
Okay. Do you recall giving her a TV?
Yes.
How did that come about?
Well, when she was moving out of the marital home, and she was starting, from scratch in a new house, she didn't take any of it only took her belongings. I said to my mom, I said, "What does Wendy need? Like, what does she need for the new place?" And she said, "Actually, she's leaving the TV sets. She needs a TV set for the house." So I said, "All right, fine." I said, "Go to the store up there, and go to Best Buy."
Yeah. So she stole his tennis racket, bicycle, half the dining chairs, half the dining table, which she sawed in half with a chainsaw. But she decided to leave all the TVs. How many TVs do you think they had? You got to think they had at least 3, right? I know how you Americans love the TV. Even in 2014, I mean, TVs were popular all the way back then, right? They've been a thing for years. And there is no way that Wendy left that house without a television. At least one. Right? Probably more than one. I just wish and wish that Dan had the forethought to photograph what the house was like that day when he got back from the New York conference or whatever, where he was working. Flew back, next plane home, got home, house empty, divorce papers on the bed, everything gone. Children gone, wife gone, love gone, possessions. And wouldn't it be great? Wouldn't that be great to really have visual confirmation of what the house was like? That'd be incredible. Thinking, the Corey Richins virtual tour that's our most successful video ever. It took Jeff Lacasse Unredacted about 3 months to get up to 50,000 views. And that was groundbreaking at the time. But the best video ever, what's it up to now? Fucking hell, that's good. That's good. Corey Richins virtual tour, which is like, if you haven't seen it, seems that they've taken photographs and made it, be something that you can walk around in, right? That kind of thing. It's like not completely made of virtual reality, but it's, what do you call it? Rendered to give the experience of walking around the house based on either photographs or video footage, right? But they've made it something that can be explored. And this is happening more and more. I've seen a lot of guys are doing that with the Titanic for example, where people can walk around the Titanic before it went down. And even after it went down, I got sucked into a Titanic wormhole recently, and there's some company that have made of the wreck, the bottom of the ocean, 2 miles down. There's they took, I don't know what it was, 8,000 pictures or 80,000. I don't remember. It's a ridiculously large amount of photographs from the submarine that goes down and inspects Titanic, right? And from those photographs, they'd made a 3D thing where you can go down virtually and explore the wreck in a submarine, which is pretty cool. It looks like a cool thing to do. But I wanna know what they used to do that, because with this thing I'm saying about the Markel house, what was it like when Dan got back? Wouldn't it be cool to do if you could get the house plans, which might be possible to do. I've seen that before on, things like Zoopla or whatever it is where people sell houses. Sometimes they have the at least floor plan, right? So you could use that to make an authentic. What is the right word for that? A true to life virtual representation of the Markel house, 2116 Trescott Drive. And wouldn't that be great? Get a lot of fucking hits, wouldn't it? I should not be saying this out loud. I should not be saying this out loud at all. Gotta find out how to do that. What a great idea. Okay, anybody who heard me say that, forget it. Don't repeat that. Patent pending, boilerplate. True Crime Metrix had the idea. The date is March 23rd, Monday, 2026. The time, Greenwich Mean Time, is 17:04. That's 5 p.m. and 4 minutes. Or set to Eastern Standard. 4 minutes past 1 in the afternoon. That's my record. Anybody stealing the idea, there'll be hell to pay.
Buy and pick out a really nice TV set, and I'll pay for it. I said, buy it and I'll give you the money.
Okay, we got some updates to our wall of stars. Give me 2 minutes, guys, and I'll be straight back to thank these golden viewers. They're more than viewers, golden supporters. These stars, these Metrix stars can go.
Are you aware that the divorce proceedings settled in July of 2013?
Yeah, I believe it ended in summer of 13.
Now, how did your sister react to the settlement?
I think she found it as a sense of relief. It seemed like she had closure. She knew what she was going to be doing and where she was going to be living, and she I think she was just looking. I think she was happy. Happy in the sense that she was able to put it behind her.
What was the custody arrangement? Do you know what the custody arrangement was?
I know it was 50-50.
After the settlement, how were things with Professor Markel and your sister?
I think they were calm for a little bit, and then it got litigious.
Mm-hmm.
Little brief areas of calm, and then I think he was kept trying to.
Yeah, that makes sense. They were calm for a little bit, but then it got litigious. One of them just woke up one day and he said, "You know what I feel like doing? Even though it's calm right now, I feel like being litigious. I feel like, they're both lawyers. Maybe they just get that litigation itch. That itch where you just gotta sue somebody today? Maybe that was it."
Bring her back into court, and it started becoming litigious again.
What was your understanding of this mostly based on?
Things that I'd hear from my mom probably 20% from my sister, 80% from my mom.
Was your mom upset?
She would get upset when.
That means, when someone does that qualifier, I'd say it was about probably 80% to my mom and about 20% from Wendy. Now, what's going on there is when people try to give that consideration, like that they're actually thinking an assessment, like, okay, how would it break down as a percentage? Let me think back. I'd say it would be about 78% from my mother and about 22% from Wendy. What they're trying to do is give the impression that they have given it legitimate consideration, right? And they think that giving it legitimate consideration, or at least giving the appearance of doing so, adds credibility to the statement that they're making. It's like, if I was lying, I wouldn't have needed to think about it. But because I'm giving the appearance of thinking about it, that means I'm telling the truth. What the truth actually is that 100% of this came from Donna.
My sister would tell her about Danny pushing her buttons and filing all these things in court and giving her a hard time.
What about you? During the period of all this litigation, what were your feelings about Professor Markel?
I tell you what my feelings are about our wall of stars. Big thank yous to Susan F. and Sally McM. Good to see you guys on the wall of stars, looking fresh, looking lovely. And we are about 20% towards our goal. Look at that, we got a little meter at the bottom there and everything. The good news is there's space on the wall. Get your star today, get Metrix, and complete your life. Feel complete with a donation.
I thought he was being a jerk. I mean, hearing stories that he's showing up at her work and bad-mouthing her to other colleagues and saying horrible things about her, I thought he was just being a jerk to her.
Now, would you think about this all day long, in the morning and at night? I mean, how important was this to your life?
It wasn't. I mean, I would only think about it when I'd be listening to a story, and it would be, I'd be driving in the car talking to my mom. She would relay the latest that my sister told her, and then she'd be telling me, and that's when I would think about it. But I mean, I never.
Listening to a story means listening to a book on tape when you're 6.
Second was at work thinking about it, or doing activities that I enjoyed thinking about it. When I wake up in the morning, I never thought about it.
Were you panicked at all about it? Were you concerned that your sister was going to be disbarred? Anything like that? Was that a big issue for you?
No, I mean that was a nonsense threat.
Yeah, it was a nonsense threat. Whether it was or not a nonsense threat, the fact that it was made would have been so outrageous to the Adelson family. It would have been, how dare this commoner? How dare this? Doesn't he know who we are? You don't argue with an Adelson. You submit to an Adelson. And that alone would have been enough to seal his fate.
When you would learn about things, though, would you talk to them, talk about what was going on to others?
Yeah, I did talk a lot.
Why would you, considering your sister's divorce wasn't, and her issues with Professor Markel weren't a huge part of your life, as you've testified, why would you be talking about it to others?
One, I talked a lot.
How would it come up?
Yeah, and it would.
For one, I talked a lot, so that I would say all of this, incriminating stuff just because I talked a lot. You know, I used to say that I was responsible for the Kennedy assassination, but that doesn't make it true. I just talked a lot.
It would come up when I'd be sitting at the dinner table and I'd hear this crazy story that my mom told me from earlier that day, and I guess it's more interesting than talking about teeth. So I would sit there and I'd share things with my girlfriend.
Yeah. I bet that's how that was his big line for the ladies, right? You want to know how many molars I touched today? My patients tell me I have magic fingers. I don't know if that means anything to you. Want to find out? You want to go and sit in my Ferrari and experience my... let me check out your molars? Come on. No one will see.
Friend or friends, and I'd relay stories.
By the way, during this time period, and now I'm talking about late 13, second half of 13 and 14, were you still speaking with your sister about the same amount or more?
I would say it's probably about the same, that every 10 days or so we talk.
Did you travel to Tallahassee to check on her after she filed for divorce? How many times did you come to Tallahassee during this time period?
Never. I think the last time I came to Tallahassee was 2011 or 2010.
Now, what was your understanding of how Wendy felt about the idea of staying in Tallahassee as time went on?
I think she understood that's what her life was going to be. I mean, she loved her job up here. She was getting excited about things. She was dating people. She was embarking on her new life in Tallahassee.
What was her? Did there come a time when she won an award, and what do you remember about that?
I remember I was real proud of her. She wrote a book, and the book was selected by Florida State to be the mandatory reading for all incoming freshmen. And she was chosen to be the speaker to the incoming class.
Fuck, you know.
And that was to take place in August. And I know she was super excited.
I was just going to read a little bit from the book, but of course it's pitch black in here. Fucking shutters are electric. Oh, yeah. They didn't think to put in a handle, a hand crank for these situations, motherfuckers.
About it, and we're all planning to come up there and be there for her.
Okay, I want to shift gears and talk a little bit about Katherine Magbanua. May I have one moment, Your Honor?
Take your time.
I have one moment. Talking about moments, now is the moment to be on the Wall of Stars. There is no other time. We've got about 44 minutes before the fucking electricity company closes shop for the day. And then our fate will be sealed. Our fate will be sealed.
Okay, let's talk a little bit about Katherine Magbanua. How did you first meet Katherine Magbanua?
I met Katie in the summer of 2013. She started working the front desk of a dental office that I worked at.
And what was that dental office? Where was it?
The name of the office was Sophie Dental, and it was in South Beach.
What did she do for the dental office?
She was the front desk and office manager for the office.
How often would you work in that office?
I was there, say, every 3 weeks. I was there for half a day every 3 weeks.
Was that office a big generator of income for you?
It was one of my better offices, yeah.
Now, you said you met her in July 2013. When did you first go out with her?
We first went out, it would have been first week of October, around October 10th.
And who initially pursued who?
I pursued her.
Why did you ask her out?
Katie was really cute. She was friendly.
How do you think Markeith Lloyd would get along with Charlie Adelson? Do you think they'd go out on the town together and harass women? Yeah, you cute and you fine, but what else you got to offer the relationship? What your credit score is? What your credit score is? Can you get a loan and give it to me under your name?
She went to the same. She actually graduated from UCF, also different time, but she graduated from there. She was a really smart girl. I mean, she was extremely smart and
Different time.
and witty.
Well, let's see. You're 1976 and Katie Magbanua is 1984. You're born in November and she's born in December. So, 4, 6. So when Katie was born, Charlie Adelson was 8 years old.
And that's why I pursued her.
Once you went out with her, did you learn that she had 2 kids?
I did.
Big disappointment. I did. Then I backed off. Then I needed a murderer, so I got back in touch.
Now, initially, did you learn anything about her ex-husband?
No, the only thing I knew is that she'd been with somebody for about 10 years, and that she was now single.
After you dated her a couple times, what did you like about her?
Well, and aside from the initial things,
My favorite part of Katie that I liked about her was her connections to the criminal underworld.
what attracted me to her was she had a very busy life also, and my life was so busy it was hard for me.
We were busy, and it was easier to be busy and to see. Basically, I wanted no strings fun, and my attorney and I came up with this way of saying that would make me look the least amount like a fucking asshole. We were just so busy, so I would be busy, and then, so I could only see her for sex and then tell her to go, and I didn't have to pay for that.
And being a relationship where someone wanted to go have dinner at 5 o'clock and hang out with me a couple days a week. So she was working full time, had 2 kids, so she was fine seeing me once or twice a week, and we both had very little time.
Now, you said that your first date was sometime in early October 2013.
Yeah, it wasn't even a real date. We just went and had dinner. There's a restaurant in the building, and we finished late, and I said, "Do you want to grab dinner?" We ate at the building.
Did you ask her
Hang on.
just 2 weeks later?
Which building is he talking about at the moment? Sophie Dental. Not that place up in Tamarack, the Adelson Institute, because I guarantee there's no restaurant in that building. But Sophie Dental, yeah, that would probably be... You know what's funny is I always thought Sophie Dental was south and 5th. Like on the corner of South and 5th. But it's not. What they're saying is south of 5th. Which is south of 5th Avenue, or whatever it is. Which I never knew. Of course, maybe if you live in Miami, you already know that. But, yeah. I was looking for South Boulevard or something, and there isn't one. So it just means anywhere south of 5th, whatever it is, Avenue, I guess.
If she could find someone to kill Professor Markel?
No, not at all.
Did you have a Halloween party with her or go trick-or-treating with her, and after the party say, hey, do you know anyone who can take care of my ex-brother-in-law?
Well, what is it in New York? It's south of 14th Street, right? Am I wrong? The division between uptown and downtown is 14th Street. We have Loudon Wainwright III to thank for that knowledge chunk.
Law for me?
No, absolutely not.
Now, back to the relationship. Over time, did it become more serious?
Hey, if anyone's feeling incomplete out there, I tell you the best thing to do to make yourself feel better is get your name on the wall of stars. There's lots of room there for you and you and you and you. Wall, stars, name, Metrix. 20% towards our goal to get those burners burning.
Over time, in the beginning, it's always like you're just trying to see who each other is. And then as time went on, she wanted to get more serious. I'd say probably by the springtime, by probably around March, she started asking me.
Now, did you consider her to be your girlfriend, though?
She was my girlfriend, yeah.
Did you consider yourself to be exclusive?
After the first 3 months together, yeah, for sure.
Did you ever see a possibility of marriage with her?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? I think we should be exclusive. For now. For, at least several weeks. It's you and me against the world for a limited time. And then one of us will be moving on. Were you exclusive with Katie Magbanua? Oh, yeah, definitely. Were you ever considering marriage? No. You see, there was a way to make that all make sense. It's so fucking simple. And in my case, it would be 100% true. How do you make that sound legitimate? You make it sound legitimate like this, you fucking idiots. Were you exclusive with Katie Magbanua? Yes. Were you considering marriage? I don't believe in marriage, so no, but we were in a permanent relationship. Ta-da! How that, in legal speak, we call that low-hanging fruit. The fruit that's easy to pick without going to the effort of climbing the tree, right? Easy. Dan Rashbaum charged $2 million fucking dollars. Couldn't come up with that. Give me the money. We'll pay the electricity bill and then we'll go on to win the case.
During the time...
Get your name on the wall of stars. True Crime Metrix. PayPal.me/True Crime Metrix. PayPal.
Time that you dated her, how often, and let's be clear, we're talking about now the beginning of 2014.
Right.
So let's keep it far away from July. During the time that you dated her, how often would you communicate with her?
We talked every day.
When would you talk to her?
I'd call her when I was in the car driving to work. We'd text throughout the day, and then I'd always talk to her at night time.
Where was she living at the time?
She was living in North Miami.
Hey, has anybody not seen our video on Corey Richardson's virtual tour? I mean, is this what viral is? Because fuck me. This video has made Jeff Lacasse, unredacted, look like a fart in the wind. Right? It's great. If you haven't seen it, go and check it out on our channel page. Leave another like. Let's see how far we can push this thing, because the train ain't stopping. It's not slowing down at all. It hasn't even plateaued. It just goes up and up and up and up and up, and it's just great. Fucking love it. If you want to celebrate that with us, do on PayPal, because we need you. We need you. Get that wall of stars, wall of stars, wall of stars. Thank you so much, Susan F. I take it that's just Suze. I've removed the full last name to protect their privacy, which is very kind of me, isn't it? Thoughtful. Honor. Dignity.
Miami.
And again, you were living in the same place in Fort Lauderdale?
Same house in Fort Lauderdale, yeah.
How often would you see her?
I would see...
Man, I haven't even gone to the chat. Where is the chat? We need to see the chats. So, go here, here, here. Boom. Hello, everybody in the chat. Let's get those comments on the screen, because those comments are the best comments in true crime. Hey, Neverly Darlin's back. Welcome back, Neverly Darlin. How you doing? Good to see you. And Christina, hello. Jasus, hello. Piebird, hello. How you doing, Piebird? Good to see you too. How's the nest?
See her once a week. Sometimes every once in a while it would be twice, but I would say more often once than twice.
And when you saw her, what would you typically do?
We'd go to dinner, hang out, watch a movie, hang out at my house.
Did you have any relationship with her children?
No, I met her children on one occasion. Maybe twice, but definitely no more than twice.
Did she go to family events with you?
She did.
Christina says, yes, extremely kind, Metrix. The equivalent of blurring the faces of book children. Well, in one of those, I was being completely facetious and making a stand in the form of poetry. In the other, it's a genuine act of decency and pride.
I did meet my family a couple times, yeah.
She met your sister how many times, if you recall?
2 times.
And how many times do you think she might have met your parents?
I would say probably maybe around 8 times, 8 or 9 times.
Was she a patient of your dad's?
Yes, she was.
We're going to get into this in more detail later, but let's be clear right now. Did Katherine Magbanua ever work for your dad or for you at the Adelson Institute?
No, never.
Let's be clear right now. Let's clear this up for the jury right now.
Now, I think you alluded to this a little bit earlier, but as time went on in 2014, did she want to be more serious?
Yeah.
And what did you think about that?
I liked it the way it was. I mean, it was good in the beginning. My life, I wasn't looking to change it. I was still in that workaholic mode. but she started asking me, what are we? What are we doing?
At the time that you met her, and I want to talk a little bit about your knowledge of Sigfredo Garcia now. At the time that you met her, to your knowledge, she was single, right?
Yes.
And I think you testified that initially you didn't learn anything about her ex.
Nothing other than she was completely single. She was done with him.
I want to show you defense exhibit. It's not in evidence.
Their objection.
No, Your Honor.
They are admitted at this time.
May I publish?
You may.
Now, you see the timing is in military time, so it says November 20.
From Charlie to Katie, I miss your face. Katie replies, my ex knows about you, ... I'm pretty sure I know how he knew, 'cause he even knows your name. Charlie to Katie, do I know him from my past? My past? What past is that? Do I know him from my past of privilege? Would I have seen him at the country club? Would I have seen him at the regatta gala? Would I have seen him at a cocktail party? Do I know him from my past? How would he know who I am? From Katie to Charlie, no way. Well, I don't know, but I doubt it. I don't think so either. Oh no, it was Charlie. You don't know how nasty he's being to me. I really don't give a fuck, but I knew the moment he finds out that I'm talking to someone that he was gonna be like this. I don't know, but I really don't care. This is Katie. I don't know, but I really don't care. I just can't wait to kick someone's ass for always being in my business. I know, that's why I'm pissed off. He swears he's fucking owns me and shit. He swears he fucking owns me and shit. After reading Kari's texts with Josh last night, now it sounds like Katie's like planting, oh, if only my baby daddy were to not be here. If he could just not be here, I don't know when I'm going to have to pull the trigger on this. Maybe Katie was trying to set up Charlie to kill Sigfredo. That actually would have solved a lot of problems. We'd have still had Markel. There'd be one less street thug on the in public. No tears lost. And Charlie and Katie could have lived happily ever after and raised her ethnic kids. Donna would love that.
7 at 1342, we can agree that's 142.
But who was it? Because it sounds like that Katie is saying that somebody blabbed, right? So I imagine that Katie would have been a little tight-lipped about this. I don't think she's going to be blabbing it all over town, right? She doesn't want Sigfredo to be up in her business. So Yindra knew. Yindra would see Sigfredo sometimes. They were planning to go to Disney together, so that there was some social connection there. Jessica Rodriguez. I mean, if Katie told Jessica told Lewis, you better believe that Lewis is going to tell Sigfredo. What date are these talking about? November 27th, 2013. God, that's a long time ago, isn't it? Fucking hell. Whew. Time flies. Especially for those on the Wall of Stars. Get your name on the Wall of Stars. PayPal, 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 PayPal. Thank you so much again. Suzanne, Just Suze, and Sally McM. I wonder who Sally McM is in chat comments. Well, it's not Piebird. It's not Anne. It could be Skittles. Skittles Kitty. Are you Sally McM Skittles? Tattletales. Could be Tattletales. Who wants the credit? Who is Sally McM? What were we saying? Yeah, so who was it that blabbed? Yindra, Jessica, and this is early on. I mean, it's less than a month. It's less than a month that they had the conversation on Halloween about, can you rough someone up? Which is interesting because people have this idea that Charlie targeted Katie Magbanua specifically to get to Sigfredo and wasn't interested in any form of personal relationship. I disagree. I disagree completely. Katie Magbanua 100% fits the bill for Charlie's type. She was 29, so still in the 20s, a little old for Charlie, but 29 in 2013. Or 28 at this point. Her birthday is December 22nd, 84. So this is about a month before her 29th birthday. So she's still 28. She's Asian. She wants fake tits, etc. I mean, he targeted her, yes, as he targeted all the women in his life. The thing about Sigfredo, that was a happy accident. That was like, oh, great. Oh, you actually do know someone that can do this job? Fantastic. But, here, although he has already asked her, do you know anybody who can rough someone up? And presumably she has already said, yeah, my baby daddy. But he's not pushing for that here, although Sigfredo is in the context. I miss your face. My ex knows about you. I'm pretty sure I know him, blah, blah, blah. And Katie's is, do I know him from my past? How would he know who I am? Katie. No way. Well, I don't know, but I doubt it. And then Charlie, I don't think so either. He's not, at least in this portion of the exchange, he's not making, oh yeah, want to set up a meet? He doesn't seem engaged. And you'd think if he was purely interested in Sigfredo, to be a murderer for him, that he might take some opportunity of that subject coming up, when really he brushes it aside in this exchange. Nice to have the timestamps. You know what else is nice? Having your name on the Wall of Stars. Go, 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 go. We go 20% towards that goal. We have 18 minutes left to get all the way to 100.
Yes.
Katie says, my ex knows about you. I'm pretty sure I know how he knew because he even knows your name. Do you see that?
Yes, I do.
And you say, do I know him from my past? You see that?
Yes, I do.
What are you asking Katie here?
I have no idea who her ex is. She's saying he knows me, so I'm saying, do I know him?
And that's in late November 2013, right?
Yes.
That's after 1 month almost after Halloween, correct?
Yes.
Now, as time went on, did you learn more about her ex?
In the springtime, I did.
In February, was there an incident with Katie and her ex that you recall?
Yeah. I remember her coming over my house, and she was pretty upset. She had a mark on her neck. They'd gotten into an altercation, and he ripped a necklace that he'd given her off her neck. And she was crying, and she was all upset.
How did you react?
She could tell I was upset. I mean, someone just roughed her up, and she could tell I was upset. And she said, "Don't do anything." She goes, "He will kill you. He will kick your ass. You don't stand a chance."
Now, why did you continue to date her after this?
I didn't take that as a threat to me. I just took it as she's got a crazy ex-boyfriend that wants her back, and she's got 2 kids with him, and it wasn't a threat. I didn't feel like he was threatening me. She just was like, it's a part of her life that I wasn't going to hold against her.
I want to show you a couple other texts related to your relationship with Miss Magbanua in January, February, and March of 14. And these will be Defendant's Exhibits 35, 36, and 37. And I'll give a copy to the government. I might have handed you one as well. You can hold on to it, man. The January text is 35. The February text is 36. And the March 24th text, do you have that one?
Yes.
Is 37.
I have March 15th.
That's a different one. There you go. May I approach, Your Honor?
You may.
Just put it aside. That's 36. And that's 37. Can you take a look at these items? you recognize these text messages?
Yes, I do.
Were they kept, are they accurate reflections of your text messages?
They are, yes.
I would move these exhibits into evidence now, Your Honor.
Any objection?
Hearsay, Your Honor. I'm storing your minutes.
You can show me a copy of the exhibits.
Yes, Your Honor. May I approach? And then what do you say after that?
Yeah. I say you're the coolest and most fun girl, that I'm always happy when I'm around. And then I said, I know it's not easy, and I think we're doing a good job at not rushing things. So
And what were you trying to tell Miss Magbanua in this text message?
I was trying to say I like you and I have a good time hanging out with you, but I don't want to rush things.
Now, moving to text messages in March of 2014. Ms. Magbanua texts you, "You've mentioned me to your mom," and you say yes, and she says, "I love you. Aw, baby." Why was this a big deal to her?
I guess when I'd spoken to her, I brought up that I'd mentioned her to my mom, and she thought I was making things more serious. So I think she got excited over that.
She got the
You could put
wrong
this aside.
idea there, didn't she? No, she felt accepted, Charlie. It's an easy one.
And ask for best evidence that it be published to the jury.
I'll sustain on best evidence grounds. Please publish Defense 37. Members of the jury, you're to reach your own conclusions as to the context of the statements.
Okay, let's publish it to the jury and see if it says what I've said. March 24th at 12:17. You see she texts you and says, "You've mentioned me to your mom?"
Yes.
That made me so happy. Bless her. No, I got this real funny comment the other day. I don't know what I say in shows. I got to show you this comment. Where is that comment? Oh God! It was when I was commenting about Katie, how nice Katie's hair is, and how she's looking pretty good in prison, which she is. People that have to act like they really care. I mean, it's ridiculous to me. I should have phrased that differently. Of course I care, but it's not my... It doesn't change what I think or feel in the moment, and I'm fine with that. The comment was... Oh, here you go. This is a comment from somebody called... Should we put it on screen? Let's put it on screen. Oh, look at that. Yeah, let's show that. Boom. Name on the wall of stars. Come on, come on. Anyone walking around out there with too much cash? Weighing you down. Weighing you down. You can keep your money, but you'll never save your soul. Head on over to PayPal to get your soul back. Wall of stars. Angels in disguise. What were we about to show? Oh, yeah. This thing. Somebody said, how revolting. Oh, this is Arta Bellas. 6619. How revolting. What a misogynist you are. She's too pretty to be left in jail. Ooh. She conspired to murder a father of 2 little boys by splattering his brains out in his car. And, the only thing that I'm left with is pointing out that would not qualify as misogynistic. Right? Misogynistic would be if I said about Donna Adelson, and she, a woman, thought that she had enough brain power to get away with murder. Wouldn't happen. Women aren't well equipped in the mind to pull off something like this. To me, that would be a misogynistic statement. Am I wrong? Being, And who takes what I say as literal? She's too pretty to be in jail. I probably did say that. I think I remember saying that. What bearing does that have on reality? Is my opinion going? Is my? It's not even really an opinion. Is my statement going to affect change on holding her in jail? Are they going to cite my radio program in her appeal? Well, it says here that True Crime Metrix says that you are too pretty to be in jail, so obviously you're released. Arta Bellas, what's wrong with you? Can you not come back to the show ever? Because I just, I don't know what to tell you.
Do you see that you respond yes?
Yes, I do.
Do you see that she responds, that made me so happy?
Yeah, she took it the wrong way.
Any other clarification, Your Honor?
Damn.
Is it fair to say that she was excited that you had mentioned her to your mom?
Yeah, she was happy. I mean, she got overly excited. I wasn't expecting that.
Now, in the early summer of 2014, what were you telling your friends about your relationship with Katherine?
She got happy that I told my mom about her, and I wasn't expecting that because it was beyond my comprehension that she would actually believe I had any interest in something permanent with her.
Magbanua.
Objection, relevance?
Sustain. Please lay a foundation if you can.
Was your relationship coming to an end in the summer of 2014?
Yes, she wanted more, and I didn't want anything more.
And were you communicating that to friends?
Yes, I was.
I want to talk to you about a dinner on March 11th, 2014, a Yardbird.
Come on, guys. There's 34 people in chat. If we just every one of us, go over to PayPal and put $4. $4. That's it. 1 cup of coffee. We get the fucking electricity back on and the show will move forward. $4 from each of you. Or more from one other person. PayPal, PayPal, PayPal. Wall of Stars, PayPal.
Dinner. One moment, Your Honor.
Take your time.
Do you recall going to that dinner?
Yes, I do.
Do you remember who was the dinner with?
I met Katie down in Miami on Lincoln Road, and my sister was in town, and I was already working down there. I remember I was in my scrubs, and my sister came and she brought the guy that she just started dating, who was Jeff Lacoste.
Do you recall where you sat?
Yeah, we sat outside the restaurant. There was
I cannot wait to get all over this. I mean, the amount of bullshit theories surrounding the Yardbird dinner. Okay? Yes. No, I believe that the meeting was held out on the pad.
14, right?
Yes.
During the dinner, do you recall discussions about
Boom!
ex-husbands
Hey.
between your sister and Katherine Magbanua?
Yes, I do.
Do you recall who initiated those discussions?
No, I don't.
Do you recall making a bad joke again at that dinner?
Yes.
And that's the same joke that we've already discussed.
Yeah, I did.
Now, after the dinner, who came back to your house?
My sister and Jeff Lacoste came back to my house.
What about Katherine Magbanua?
No, she went home to be with her kids.
And what?
Hey, thank you so much to Jalise D. D for dedication. Jalise is dedicated to the show and to seeing the show continue this evening. It's going to be great. We've got such a good show lined up as well. Everybody head over to PayPal just like Jalise and get that fucking... Oh, man. Man. We're doing good. We've missed 6 o'clock, but maybe I can still... No, I don't. What time did they close? Do they close at 7? Maybe they close... Because there's like a fucking 2-hour lunch break in the day. So maybe they close at 7. I'll check. But keep going. Everybody head on over to PayPal. Get your name on the wall of stars. Get that electricity humming.
Was it a normal night when your sister and Jeff Lacoste came back?
Yeah, but it's the first time I've ever had, I think, my sister and her boyfriend sleep over at my house. So, but it was normal.
Yeah, it's the first time it happened, but it was normal.
Did you ever have any conversations other than some text messages that Jeff Lacoste sent you with him after that night?
No, I never spoke to him again.
Did you know anything about a first attempted murder of Professor Markel in early June?
No.
Now, there's been a lot of talk about birthdays and your dad's birthday and a birthday present. And you may remember some text messages that the state showed during their case regarding wanting to talk to your... Give me 1 second. Do you recall the state showing text messages where you're texting with your mom and she tells you that she can't talk right now, that she'll call you when she's alone, she's driving back and she's at a stop in Gainesville, and to erase the text message?
Yeah.
Do you recall what that is all about?
It was about my dad's birthday.
Who was your mom with at that stop at Gainesville?
She was with my dad, so she didn't want to talk in front of him.
And why didn't she want to talk in front of him?
Because it was a surprise. Originally, we were thinking about doing a cruise.
What was a surprise?
Imagine being in a public bathroom in Gainesville, saying, "Okay, shh. I'm thinking a cruise again." Yeah, I know we were on a cruise last week, but no, this is one of those long weekend cruises. You go out on the Friday and then you get back on the Monday. Yeah. No, that's going to be the gift. Yeah. Don't tell him. Don't tell him. It's a secret. It's a surprise.
Is that you were going to kill Professor Markel, or that you were going to have a...
Hello to our trusty moderator Christina Rose, who just got her name on the wall of stars. Boom! Thank you so much, Christina, for helping out with our endeavor.
surprise birthday party for your dad?
No, it was
Oh, we got to push up the percent meter as well. Yeah. Let's do that.
going to be his 70th birthday party.
And do you recall in that text message talking about a caterer?
Yes.
Now, you had discussed this caterer as far back as April and May with your mom, correct?
Yes.
And those are reflected in text messages as well, correct?
Yes, they are.
Okay, we are 30% there to our goal. Super PayPal Metrix goal, Wall of Stars goal. Put your name on the board right now by going to paypal.me/True Crime Metrix and making a handsome donation in our name.
On June 5th, do you recall your mom texting you and asking you, don't forget to get information on the caterer?
Yes.
Now, what did you get your dad for his birthday gift?
I paid for the catering for the party.
And what type of catering was it?
It was a chef came to the party and they cooked paella and seafood, and then we had a bunch of desserts also and salads.
I'm showing you what's marked for identification purposes only as Defendant's Exhibit 43. I'm showing you what's marked as Defendant's Exhibit 43. And these are a composite of all of your text messages between June 2nd, 2014 and June 7th, 2014. May I approach, Your Honor?
Okay.
Can you look through this and see if this is an accurate reflection of all your text messages during that period?
Yes, they are.
Judge, I would move in Defense Exhibit 43 at this point in time.
I'm going to need to review the exhibit. State, do you have any objections?
Yes, Your Honor. Hearsay and relevance.
Please bring me a copy of the exhibit.
Oh, boom! Boom.
Members of the jury, the bailiff is going to take you back to the jury room. We will resume with the testimony momentarily.
Love how he says that, huh? Good old Mr. Everett, Judge Everett. And thank you. I'm just updating the wall of stars. Hang on, and then we'll put another video. We'll get that video playing. Thank you so much to Everly Darling. Thank you for the kind PayPal there. And congratulations on... Look at that. I love the wall of stars. I think we can do it better. They're going to approach. What have we got now? Why don't we do a wiretap? No? Yeah. We'll do that.
Hey, buddy.
Hey. All right. So I'm fucking starving. I'm down the street, and the fact that Kat's working, I'm meeting Scotty Jones for a beer here.
Okay.
That's not bad, is it?
No.
All right. She's like, oh, I saw it there. I'm like, no, I'll just pretend like no, I didn't even talk to him.
Yeah.
And just do that. Dude, you don't down the street, so you just gonna meet me for a beer.
Cool. Haven't seen him in a while.
Yeah. Do you think I should? She asked me if I saw you. I'm gonna be like, no. If I spoke to you, I'm just like, no, I haven't talked to you.
Yeah. Okay.
Be more aggressive. So,
dude, I just put a little every month. I put $10,000 a month, so that's $12,000. $220,000 a year. And then he hits me with, all this other shit. I'm like, what? I'm talking to Charlie. That's what he's saying. We're getting cute. He just got killed. I don't know, man. I fulfilled my SEP IRA at $53,000. I guess that's the maximum you can put in, right? You do that?
I think what happened was I had an office last year. Now I technically moved the office to my dad's name so I can contribute to my SEP.
Okay.
Because if you have employees, you can't have a SEP.
Right.
So this year I'll be able to do it.
So that knocked me out a little bit, but now he wants me another $80,000.
Dude, I have to pay an extra $130 on top of what I've been paying monthly.
Yeah.
I mean, tell him. This is what I told him.
You have investments, and you have this, and you have that. I mean, you're a single guy. I have kids. I have a house. I have, there's got to be. I have student loans. I mean, Jesus Christ.
Well, your student loans don't qualify, but your house does. You get a discount on your house.
I know. One of my student loans, I paid $30,000 a year in interest.
You need to, first of all, you need to do exactly what you're saying. It's like get that 7% down and just take a 3% home equity line out. Fucking. I mean, honestly, even if your student loan is 4% and your home equity line is 3%, take the 3% money. Like it.
Hello.
Hey, what's up?
Hey. So is everything okay?
Yeah, I mean, I haven't heard or seen anything since I spoke to you. I'm just down here in Lauderhill.
Oh, you're working for it today?
Yeah. Remember that Haitian office?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you're there till late?
Yeah, I won't get out of here till fucking 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah, I'm scared. Like, your mom must be freaking out and shit.
Well, yeah.
Like, somebody fucking friend her. Like, hello?
Well, someone literally, walked up to her on the street in South Beach, called her by name, handed her something. She was like so shaken up, she really didn't want to talk to me on the phone. And she said,
but didn't she like tell your dad so like they can call the cops or something?
No, that's why she wants to talk to me, and and then we may have to call the police. But she's going to talk to me first. I don't want to do anything just yet to see. Probably that's probably the appropriate thing to do. I mean, there's sick people that come out of the woodwork that try to make claims. I mean, talk to see if it's. I don't know what. I don't even
like somebody threatening your mom in broad daylight,
literally
handing her an envelope and asking her to give her money. Like what?
I don't even. She didn't even go into all the details. And I'm pretty sure the person in the thing mentioned. I thought she said your name. That's why I called you up. If they didn't mention
what does that
name,
have to do with me?
I don't fucking know. But they said like if there was something about me and an ex-girlfriend and whatever. So I thought it's funny.
Are you having any problems with any of your ex-girlfriends? That's like maybe trying to sabotage you.
Whitney's still crazy as a fucking loon, but that's never changed. But I'm 99% sure when I was talking to her, she said it's mentioned your name, and if I'm mistaken, then I feel like the biggest fool in town. But
like what? Like my name is on a paper?
I don't. Trust me. I'm gonna see what it says when I go down there tomorrow. And she was just shaking up, and she wanted me to talk to her to find out. Like, I mean, I don't know. All I do is work all the time, so I don't.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
It's weird. And at first, when she was talking to me, I'm like, "Was it? Did I get sued from someone from a dental office?" She's like, "No." I'm like, she's like, "I want to talk to you." I'm like, "Well, was it the IRS?" And she's like, "No." I'm like, "Did a patient write something stupid on Yelp?" She's like, "No."
Yeah, but how would they know your mom's name? Like, that's weird.
I know her name and knew who she was and walked right up to her. She said the person wasn't threatening. It was very polite. A white male in his 30s. She said she'll remember the face for the rest of her life, and made some very crazy accusations and very crazy demands. And I was like, what the fuck is this about?
She just, like that person just started demanding things from her?
I don't even know. She didn't go into that many details. She just kind of told me that. I thought she'd mentioned your name, but again, I may be mistaken until I go talk to her and see what they wrote. And then the kids were in the background; they were making noise. So I'm like, all right, I'm coming down tomorrow.
Your mom told her to talk to me?
What's that?
Your mom told her to talk to me?
No. I'm gonna go down. I said the kids were in her background, not your kids.
Oh.
And I was like, let me just. I'm like, no.
Yeah, Katie, that's right. Donna wants to talk to you, baby. She wants to go through China patterns for your wedding to Charlie, yeah. Now, as a decorative centerpiece for the tables, I know that flowers are traditional, but hear me out. A really nice arrangement of fruit, 100% decorative, but it's different. It's modern, it's elegant, simple, beautiful. That's what Donna wants to go through with you all now. We've already got the menu. Nothing kosher.
I'm just gonna go. Yeah, Mom wants to talk to me. I mean, who knows? I mean, if it was another girl's name and not your name, I'm gonna feel like an idiot. But for some reason, I thought.
Yeah, like I have no problem with you whatsoever. So.
Yeah, that's why I'm very.
Unless that's what I'm saying. Maybe you have a crazy ex-girlfriend that's
like who goes to someone's parents? Like, dude, if someone has a problem with me, that's the only.
Yeah.
I'll talk to your mom, but the odd thing keep running through my head is that obviously, I think it's just some sicko from the newspaper looking people up, because the only reason is that if it had anything that come from me or involved me, they would have come to whoever it is would have come to me. Do you know what I'm saying?
Like, yeah, but like that's harassment to your mom.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
okay, that's like not cool. Like that's somebody.
Thing,
like that's a fucking. The first thing would have been like, oh, who the fuck are you? Why are you giving me this piece of paper?
Yeah.
Like,
trust me, like I said, I wish I knew more, but the kids were in the background, and it was like she couldn't even talk to me. And I said, all right, I'm coming down tomorrow. I'm going to have her make a copy of the paper, and I'm going to take a look at it. and I don't like.
Yeah,
if
but
I
it's kind of like you shouldn't let something like that linger. Like, is she gonna be in a safe place? Like,
well, no, I have a very safe building. I mean, the person came up with her on the street. Like,
I know, but you don't
person,
know
whoever it
how
was,
crazy it is. Like,
whoever it was,
fucking crazy people out there.
And you gotta realize it's south of Fifth. It's not like you're in the fucking. I mean, south of Fifth is on lockdown. There's cops on every other street of south of Fifth. There's cops that they just keep south of Fifth sitting there. So it just was crazy that somebody would just.
You see? South of
walk.
Fifth.
Someone knew who she was, knew where she'd be, at what time she'd be there.
That's why I'm
And address
afraid.
her by
Like,
name.
hello, like, how can it be that, like, things like that is stuff that you see on
and
fucking
that's the
TV.
thing.
Like, that's why I'm scared. That's why I'm like calling you back, because it's like,
Well,
shit,
that's how
like,
I know.
yeah,
Like,
you have a safe place.
okay,
Yeah,
I know, but Katie, if someone wants to find you, they find you. It doesn't matter who you are or where you are, unless you're the president of the United States. If they want you, they get you.
I know, but why would they threaten your mom?
Well, I don't know
anything?
what exactly they threatened. I think it was just more of a demand. So what I'm saying is I don't know, and I'm going to find out tomorrow. I thought my mom said that the letter had mentioned your name, but this is a weird thing that keeps running through my head. If it mentions your name, and obviously you're my ex, why wouldn't the person just come find me and talk to me? I'm easy to find. Like, come find me, come talk to me. Why deal with my mom if it involves one of my exes? Like, I don't even know why she fits into anywhere in all this. It's the whole thing is very, very odd.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's gonna talk about me. Like, I'm like your 100th ex.
Yeah, you're like 80.
You've gone out with probably every Katie in the world.
Well, and like I said, I haven't seen the letter. If it didn't mention your name and mentioned some other chick's name, then
But you're like scaring me now. Like, what the fuck? Like,
I know.
I don't want no random person coming up to me.
Well, of course, and I got like 10,000 exes and baby mamas.
Exactly.
And baby mamas.
You know?
So if you
And
be one of my baby mamas.
like, yeah, but it's like, it's for somebody to come
Well,
up to your mom and stuff
God.
like that, and like, in broad daylight, that's scary.
Yeah. Anytime a stranger does that, that's scary. And hands me an envelope. So, anyways, I got to sign something. What am I signing? That wasn't a root tip. That was bony sequestration. That's what it was, right?
I mean, you should try to. Go ahead.
Yeah. Anyway, I just was gonna.
I mean, you should try. You should try to like talk to your mom and make sure that she's okay. I mean, not talk to her,
She's
but
fine. She was just startled.
Nice.
And it's hard to get her on the phone because of the kids. That's why I'd rather just talk to her in person. So
that's what I'm saying. Like, you should try to talk to her tonight. Like, I don't know.
But sometimes it's hard to talk on the phone because of the kids.
No, I know, but don't talk to her on the phone. Talk to her. Go see her.
Well,
like, that's your mom.
I know, but I'm not going to get down there till 11 o'clock, and then my dad's going to, I don't even know if she wants to say anything to my dad because she doesn't want to upset my dad. That's why she wants to talk to me to see what, and I'm curious as hell. I have no idea what anything can involve you or any other ex or what it's involved. Part of me wants to go down there, and other parts, like, she doesn't want to say anything to my dad. She wants to, like, ask me if I know of anything or if anything's, probably pick my brain first and then talk to my dad. But I'll see. If it did mention your name, I'll let you know. If it didn't mention your name, then I'll try to find out which one of my other 87 exes it could be. I
didn't have anything to do with you. I have a very good relationship with you. So
it's not that. I just don't want to. I want to listen. I'll keep you in the loop if you're in the loop. If you're not in the loop, you're not in the loop. So if it mentions your name, when I see it,
do you start calling every ex you have?
What's that?
Do you start calling every ex you have because
I'm going to be on the phone for like 3 days. Listen.
Yeah.
If it mentions your name. I'm swinging.
You see, he's just like Markeith Lloyd. Remember Markeith Lloyd on the stand the other day when he was like, yeah, and then I had to call up another ex. One of my exes. One of my ex-females. He's Who's worse? All right, that's a poll. That's a question for the poll, isn't it? Who is a more offensive, womanizing, macho shitbag? Markeith Lloyd or Charlie Adelson? I'll have to say Markeith Lloyd, because as much as it's amazing to say this, isn't it? But if I had to choose, I would find Charlie Adelson more tolerable. I could put up with his shit for a day. You know? I could do that. I could do that. But with Markeith, I couldn't handle that for 5 minutes. If I absolutely had to, I could tolerate Charlie Adelson for a day. Wow. Did anyone not see our footage of Markeith a couple of days ago? We did a few. Check that out on our channel page. I think the last video we did was all right. It was all right. It was good. But it might not be available in your territory because we got major copyright issues because Otis Redding has a big problem. Or who else did we play? We played Otis Redding and Toots and the Maytals, Grave Diggers, Jefferson Airplane, and there was one more, I don't know. But it might not be available in your territory until I edit all of those out. But if you can get it, go and watch it because it was a great show. Markeith Lloyd. Part 3, Cyclops Jesus. Check that out on our channel page.
Enter the office. If it mentions your name, I'll come see you tomorrow and show you what it says. If it doesn't, I'll probably show you what it says anyway and pick your brain, because you're like one of my best friends. So, no worries.
One of my best friends.
At least it's not the...
Gary Richens used that exact same phrase. And calling someone who is interested in you one of your best friends is the biggest slap in the face ever, right? You're my best friend is fine. That's good. That doesn't completely remove the romantic context from the qualification. But one of my best friends, which means I have a good relationship with you. It's pretty much as good as my relationship with other people that I like. You know, you're one of my best friends. It's just so funny that Corey Richens put that exact phrase in a text to Josh Grossman that we saw last night when we were looking at the cotton candy love dreams of Josh Grossman, right? Look at Georgia Kappelman there. Oh, Georgia Kappelman's on the wall of stars, where she rightfully should be. Anyone want to join her? Go to PayPal. Join Georgia Kappelman on the wall of stars.
IRS
Is it because I work for you?
I got no fucking clue. I mean, I think the thing is there's someone looking for money. There's a lot of fucking whack jobs out there. Let me call you back because I'm still at the office, but I'll definitely, after I see what it is, if it has anything to do with you, then I will definitely reach out to you tomorrow.
What do you do with me? Like, oh my god, you're scaring me. Like,
I know. Listen, obviously, listen, if it was a police matter, the police would come knock on my door, I'd talk to them and help them out with whatever they could. If it's a
Will you be one of my
lunatic,
Valentines?
We deal with lunatics different ways.
I'm supposed to get, like, employee of the month. What the fuck did I do wrong?
Stop it. Just make sure you call those patients that they gave you the list from the other day. I gotta go, okay?
I did. I always do.
All right, I gotta go. Bye.
God, that'd be a fucking slap in the face to the Clarita Labredo and what's the black lady called? Fuck. Clarissa Labredo and... Oh man, I've completely blanked on her name. Come on, Christina, where are you? Neverly, what is it? What's the bloody name of the black lady in the Adelson Institute? It's not even important to what I want to say, but I need to remember right now. It is Erica Johnson. Thank you, Anne. One of our fantastic members. Everybody should be like Anne and become a member, but not today. Today, your membership is PayPal. Your membership is a star on a wall. Great, yeah, Erica Johnson. So, yeah, what a slap in the face that would be to the employees of the Adelson Institute, right? The person who gets Employee of the Month is a person who doesn't even fucking work there. You know, it's like, yeah, her little pictures in the foyer of the dental office. This month's Employee of the Month is Charlie's girlfriend, Katie, who came in once to get her crowns done. Okay, that one's finished. We've got 20... Was I on mute that whole time? Okay, shit, sorry. Well, basically what I said was, imagine the pains felt by the employees of the Adelson Institute when the person who gets Employee of the Month is someone who doesn't even work there. It's just the owner's son's girlfriend. Clarissa Labredo has been there for 40 years. Never got Employee of the Month. Never made the Employee of the Month. Then Katie comes in for her crowns, takes the prize. What else did I say? I forgot, but it doesn't matter. We're moving on.
Jeff. Hey, Charlie. Hey, good, man. What's going on?
Not so much. How you doing?
Good. Just driving. What's up?
Well, the reason I called is because the other day I was defrosting my fridge and I was chipping away.
Whoa. That's code. That's classic.
But the reason I'm calling you is because
classic Adelson code, right? What does it mean? Break it down. The other day, I was defrosting my fridge. What does that mean? That he put pressure on a witness? I was just defrosting my fridge. You know, in that little place. And that little lockup at the docks. Went down there to defrost my fridge. I don't think that fridge is going to be talking. It's been taken care of.
because I wanted to get your permission to replace it myself. I'm on Amazon right now, and I can order something like this instant and have it here in probably like 2 days.
Yeah, dude, you don't even have to ask me. Whatever you want to do.
All right. I feel kind of bad, man. Like, I know you go through a lot in this place, and
No. So, I mean, if you think it could be fixed and it's not that bad, then just do that. But is it real bad?
Yeah, I ruined it.
Well, I trust you to say it was that bad. Yeah, because I remember we bought that fridge.
How do you ruin a fridge? I mean, it's got to be one of the most robust, hard... It doesn't move. It's heavy. It's big. It's solid. How do you ruin a fridge? What did he do? I mean, it sounds like he put a fucking dead body in it while he was cutting it up, right? Chandler Halderson. That little chest freezer in the basement, that's ruined. Nobody's going to want that. And I really want to find this out. What happens to a fridge freezer, chest freezer, like the one in the Chandler Alderson case, that stored his father's limbless, headless torso for a couple of days? That still had the blood in the little, what do you call it? The drain hole. What do you call that hole? You know, the little hole at the bottom of the fridge. He cleaned out the fridge, bleach, blah, 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 blah. But the forensics, they went in to the drain hole and they said, oh, look, the bit that he couldn't reach is covered in blood. But what happens to it? Does it get sent to the dump? Does it go to landfill? Does it get held and stored in evidence? I mean, I know that some evidence is stored, like the Teresa Holbach's RAV4, right? I believe that's still in a container somewhere, under lock and key by the Manitowoc Sheriff's Office. But that is kind of special circumstances. That was a huge piece of evidence that not only was important for establishing that there was blood in it, but whether or not it left the property and all of that sort of stuff, right? So I could see that. Obviously, you can't store every car from any crime. So there has to be a standard to meet, right? What is that standard? Because something as chunky as a chest freezer, I mean, you know, obviously that's not as big as a RAV4, but it's, you know, it's heading in that direction. It's about what? 10% of the mass? Or maybe not the mass, but the size of it, where you're going to store. Where you're going to store it. If you had 10 Chandler Alderson chest freezers, that would be bigger to store than a RAV4, right? You have 5 of them in a row, and then another 5 on top of the bottom 5, and that would be bigger than a RAV4. So you can't store every fridge freezer either. We need to find this out. Where can we find this out?
For you when you moved in.
Right.
So it wasn't like, if it was old, I'd be like, I'll split it with you. But you were the proud new owner.
Yeah, I hear you. But yeah, so I'm just going to order that right now then.
Yeah, just get something that, whatever you like. I mean, it doesn't have to be fancy. Just whatever you want.
Yeah, I got the measurements. We got a lot of selections on Amazon. But, so how you doing now? News on that thing?
I haven't,
Any news on that thing?
I had Clint reach out to him. How's he been lately?
Like a couple of days after I talked to you, he was like freaking out about something, and I'm pretty sure it was related to me, but I didn't ask questions. I haven't spoken to him. I haven't seen him.
Yeah. You know, so like for $6,000, I'd like to go buy a fucking jet ski.
$6,000.
So
You've already got a jet ski.
I think that's why I just want to kind of.
No, I want
to.
to.
Listen, if he does something wrong, like really fucked up, like use somebody else's phone and call to the police and report it and let them handle it. There's nothing wrong with that either.
Boom, check it out. We got 2 brand new Wall of Stars Metrix members, Susan C. and Terry. Oh, shit. Fuck. Terry somebody. Sorry, Terry. I can do something about that later. Sorry about that. Just so excited to have you on the Metrix Wall of Stars, the PayPal Wall of Stars. Thank you so much, guys. We are 50% of the way to our goal. Whew. 21 minutes. Think on your feet. Eat like you've never eaten chicken before.
Yeah.
But I just don't want the timeline to be just a problem with you on Friday, and then Saturday someone calls it a.
No, yeah, I'm right
calls it a
there.
tip.
Yeah.
It's just not worth the headache.
No. Yeah, like I said, I've been just avoiding them and like doing my own thing, keeping to
Yeah,
myself.
I mean, I think just like steer clear of them. If it's bad, I mean, you can always call the police. But if it's, and if you know something, then you call them and they let them handle it. But
Yeah.
try to do it in a way
Try
that
not
it's not
to do that.
Yeah, do it in a way where it's, he doesn't know it's you.
Good morning, Charlie.
How are you? Yeah,
Good.
how you doing?
I was hoping to hear from you. How are you?
Good. What do you got going on?
Good morning, Charlie. Yeah, good. I was hoping to hear from you. How are you? It's been a whole hour since our last call. How are you, Charlie? Tell me everything that's happened in the last hour.
Right now, I just came up from the gym. Dad did this morning. I've got my checkbook open. I'm getting ready to do stuff.
Just came up from the gym. Oh, I have such an exclusive life. And then we're having a brunch lunch on the deck of the Queen Mary. Yeah, it's in port for one day.
Salary checks for the staff this week. And what else? And that's about it. I want you to know about the boat yesterday. Did you have a nice day with Darren?
Oh, it was awesome.
Really?
If my mother spoke to me like that, I would hang up immediately. What is the baby talk thing? Like she's talking to the young boys, the Markel boys, right? It's like, hello, and did you have fun with that? Yeah? Was that good? Okay. Well, what are you going to do for the rest of the afternoon? Oh, okay. Oh, fuck off. I ain't got time for that.
Yeah, it's super nice.
State your purpose.
Today?
Oh yeah, we're out like most of the day, and then I came home. June came over, and then we took my boat out to Southport.
Oh, wow.
Southport? Wow. Where is Southport? Let's have a look.
So you really it was really a boat day.
Oh yeah, I was on a boat literally the entire day.
Nice, very nice.
So it's
Are
really
you working? Are you working today?
Yeah, I'm in traffic. I'm headed down to South Beach. Traffic.
Really?
2 accidents. Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
boy.
You're going from Southport to South Beach.
I was going to say the boys have a tennis lesson this afternoon, so that's nice. Lincoln's been telling me that now he didn't like the group lesson, which he told me he liked when they did it. I think because he's the youngest and the smallest in the group, and the guy was really good, this coach. But when he'll throw a tennis ball on either, he stands in the middle with a cart and he'll throw it just to get them running and warmed up. He'll throw a tennis ball on either side of the cart, at the net, and they have to. Oh, look how nice! I just got a text from Wendy.
Yeah.
Apartment is mine at same rent for 1 more year. Yay!
Oh, that's awesome.
Apartment is mine and same rent for 1 year. I just got one over on my landlord. Sucker never saw me coming. Okay, what do you think about this? We'll come back to the wall of stars, but now... Okay, well, what we need background color. Fuck you. It should be a white background color. Where's the... So this is Southport Raw Bar. And this may have been where he took June that day. It's in Fort Lauderdale, and it says, you're probably thinking, this isn't Fort Lauderdale. Okay, there is no comma after thinking. What is wrong with people? And it's a... Okay. But trust us, this hidden gem is worth the drive from Miami. In the 1970s, when it opened, Fort Lauderdale was still a very undeveloped little beach town. But it was the home to one of the finest seafood restaurants in South Florida. Over the past 50 plus years, Southport Raw Bar has served everyone from famous people to generations of residents. Carmine Ferrand and Mickey Kurtman started selling their share in the restaurant in 1998, when its three managers, Jack, Pat, and Buddy Sherman, purchased Southport Raw Bar. Among the three of them, they have almost 100 years of experience at the restaurant. I never give a fuck about that when people do that combined years experience thing. Well, I've been in the business for 5 years. My colleague has been in the business for 3 years, and our other colleague has been in the business for 12 years. So we have a combined 19 years experience. Or whatever the math was there. I forget which numbers I said. But no, you don't. You're all new at the game. Fuck off. I want a professional in here. Expect casual waterfront dining at inexpensive prices. Oysters and clams are the speciality. Yeah? Well, it's a seafood beach bar. I should fucking think so. Oysters and clams. Yeah. Well, we looked at all the options and we decided to go for the thing with the highest profit margin.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Honestly, it's nice they're not raising the rent, because usually people should be raised $100.
Really? Oh.
Yeah.
Let me know when you're on the way.
She saved $100 a month.
Then I never heard from her.
Yeah.
And then it was about four.
Yeah, isn't that great? The little princess who has everything and doesn't have to pay for any of her own shit ever just saved $100 a month for a year. Okay, great. That's less money than my electricity bill. Speaking of which, if you would like to support the channel and get your name on the wall of stars, head on over to PayPal, where you can do all of those things and more.
And I got a text from her having a nice time, very relaxing.
Yeah, well, put it this way: if she spent the whole day there, then Dave came.
I would think, unless she just was there with a really good book, and I saw the backpack that she packed. She packed 2 books to read, and and sunscreen and all that stuff. And then, you know what time she actually came back?
What?
6 o'clock.
Oh, really?
6 o'clock.
Yeah, then Dave they probably stayed, and they said, "Come on."
That's what I'm hoping.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what happened. They got lunch, and then she came home.
Yeah, because I said to her, "Did you eat anything? Do you want me to make you something?" And so she had some stuff left from the party that she made herself, on Friday night. She said, "I have leftovers. I'm going to have some of that. Do you want any?"
We all know, Donna, that Wendy drinks her dinner, so no wonder she was hungry when she got home from the meal. What did you have for dinner? 8 martinis. You got anything to eat around here? Boom, Miss Myers. Luck a day, putting us up to 60%, Miss Myers. Good job, good job, good job. Name coming right up on the wall of stars.
And I said, no, because we took the boys down. We were down by the pool with them, and I kept thinking, gee, she'll probably be along any minute. But the kids were hungry, so we ate lunch by the pool, which is only the second time that we've done that. And it was
at the Italian restaurant?
At the restaurant, yeah, we sat out. It's amazing.
So, no, we're trying to figure out, it honestly was the nicest place I've ever been.
Well, the other thing, too, is that Dad and I were trying to figure out for ourselves, we should do something special. It's a special anniversary. And we both, I don't know, I'm going to ask Charlie because I honestly don't believe it, but she said, and so we both said we can't go away on Friday because we don't know if she's going to get home by 7. So we'll go to a hotel Saturday morning, and then we'll come home, and stay Saturday night, and then we'll come home Sunday and take the kids out to dinner. And that was it, because we knew we have to be here Monday for the boys.
So I think you're leaving Wednesday.
I don't believe that she's taking time off from work to pick up the boys.
Who knows?
I don't believe that, because she can never. I mean, it's very hard for her to do that. So
I'm going to...
Chelsea M. Good job. Okay, we've got about 4 more places to fill on the wall. Like the Pink Floyd song. All in all, you're just another brick in the wall of stars. That doesn't sound very nice. We need another song about a wall. We've got Kansas. Steppenwolf. That one about the bottles of beer falling off the wall. What else? What are the wall-orientated classics? Is it just Pink Floyd, Kansas, and Steppenwolf, or have there been others? I can't think right now, but I'll come back to you. Theme Time Radio Hour on Discord. I think that's where we should do Radio Hour. Everybody join Discord for Metrix Radio Hour. Themed. Where is our Discord link? Exclusive access. Boom. Everybody join Discord. What else are we going to do? I totally forget. We're moving on. No, it was something about what Donna just said. Wendy. Yeah, they're just in a constant guessing game, aren't they? Whoa, I don't know. She is saying nothing. She does not like her family. She's not interested in getting anything peripheral. Only what she wants, right? All that bullshit. My mother and father have been married for over 50 years. They're super happy and in love, and they share an email address. That's all part of the act.
Work to pick up the boys.
Who knows?
I don't believe that, because she can never. I mean, it's very hard for her to do that. So
you're leaving Wednesday and coming back Sunday.
You know what? I don't even know the dates.
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
I think so. Yeah, it's 4 full nights: Wednesday night, Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday. Yeah.
So we're leaving. She hasn't given me any.
I mean, I'm telling you, I liked it better than Hawaii. I mean,
wow.
Kauai was beautiful. I mean, it's amazing. Like, really, like, everything is so good. And it's just a real relaxing place. You know what you do is you set it up, you get your massages every day right before dinner. So, you get a massage, and then you go shower off and change and go have dinner.
I can't even imagine this is going to be.
So, the other nice thing is that it's only 2.5 hours away, and it's a direct flight.
Yeah, it's not 9 hours like Hawaii for 10.
9. Hawaii was like 14 from Atlanta.
Yeah? No.
Yeah. California is 5, and then
5.
And
I think it's 11 maybe, yeah. But it's a
That way, and then up the mountain.
oh my god.
The mountain is really, I mean, like when you go up this mountain to where the resort is, it's like, I mean, you're going like 5 miles an hour up a winding road. And it goes so slow because it's so steep. And you come up there, and then it's like this gorgeous resort, great view, and it's got like this pool, and you love it.
Gorgeous resort, great view, and all you got to think about is who is massaging my feet on what beach today. Oh, thank you so much, Chad R, for the for the kind show of support on the Metrix PayPal Wall of Stars. Thank you, Chad.
Oh, good. I am very excited. I'm really excited about it.
Yeah, I mean, I've been back twice, so.
Yeah, and you would go again. It's that wonderful. Yeah.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. It's very unique. You'll be there, and you're like, wow, because there's only like 13 or 14 places.
Oh, that's it? Next. Right, we've got time for one more. One more. Perfect. Right, we are wrapping up the show. We got one more place left on the wall. Look, don't leave Chad alone. Somebody else, get your name on the wall of stars. Chad's lonely and he's feeling blue.
Hello, sorry, I don't know what was going on with my phone.
That's okay. That's odd that nobody picks up.
Girl, you're telling me. I hate that, but that always happens. I always have people that don't pick up. Or like it's not even a working number.
That sucks. So what else? What else is going on?
Nothing. I just wanted to go over some paperwork stuff with you for work. What you needed me to do, but you're far, so I'll just wait till you're closer to like around my area.
Yeah, I think. So Thursday, I know I'm at Deerfield Beach, and then I think Friday, I may be in Pines.
Yeah, well, that's so far away from me. Like I have to.
I know.
Man,
So I don't know.
these murder conspirators really have an issue with traveling, don't they? Katie's like, hey, why don't you go and see your mom, and then you can talk freely. But I'm not going to be down there until the weekend. And, I don't want to make a special trip. And now Charlie says, well, hey, I'm pretty sure I'm going to be in Pines on Friday. That's just so far from where I live. It's not that far, even in the Miami traffic, am I right? You got to do what you got to do to stay out of jail. And you got to do what you got to do to get the electricity back on. Metrix PayPal Wall of Stars. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Well, let me know if it's important.
I will. Nice.
How are the kids?
Good. They're obviously happy. That's their day to see me.
Did you work things out?
With what? I was so tired. I was just I thought you were asking me. Can I really not care about my business?
I think you both need to just smoke a joint and go to bed together.
Oh God, whatever.
I think you both need to just smoke a joint and go to bed and leave me the fuck alone. And don't you know that I have 3 other Asians coming around here in an hour? Okay? Smoke a joint, go to bed. Make it a real big joint so you fall asleep straight away. And don't call me until Monday. I'm going to have my fingers in a lot of pies. Company pies. Oh, God. Okay, well, I think we're going to have to run. But we need to say a special Metrix thank you to all of our golden PayPal supporter members on the Wall of Stars. What do you say? What do you say? You know, the last one to become a Wall of Star member gets, you know, an ascended spirit, free in the mail, from a carrier that you trust. Not one of these Amazon delivery guys. No, no, no. We're going UPS or nothing at all. Yeah. So we are going to be back tonight with any luck. I think the electricity shop's closed, unfortunately. But the good news is that we can get it back on first thing in the morning. For tonight, well, I will go and sit in the Burger King for as long as possible and ask them for a tap water. But, you know, their electricity socket in there is like definitely not full power. I don't exactly know how that works, but charging this bad boy up in there takes about 5 hours. So I'll see what I can do. Okay, we'll be back. We'll be back right on time, whether it's tonight, tomorrow, or some point during the week. We'll be here, you'll be there, and this will be happening again, but better, and with less shameless, let's call it problem solving. It's nothing I like to do, but, you know, what else are you going to do? You got to do what you got to do. Fuck it. All right, adios. Thanks for coming. Thanks for supporting, guys. So much, so much, so much. That really, really does mean a lot, and it's great, and we appreciate it more than you could possibly know. And someday soon, we'll be out of this fucking deep hole. You know my tires on the car? I thought they were just bald tires, but no, I had a look the other day, and the wires in the tire are exposed. I've never had a car that bad before. Yeah, bit of a safety concern. I guess I just try and drive not much for now. But soon we'll get those tires and then we'll be back on the road, bringing you all the Metrix goodies. Forever in peace. Good night. Or good afternoon.